Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for more amateur Dota 2 League action here. The AD2L, we're looking at the Thursday League, which is, I believe, Season 2? I can't remember which one is which. But anyways, America's finest Dota players. They are at the top of their division down here in Division 5 with 9 total points. Double-click Dota. A little further down, tied for 4th place with 6 points. So they could really use this win here. It'll really come down to their execution, though, because America's finest Dota players have been playing out of their minds. I casted them a couple days, or a couple weeks ago, I think, and they were pretty formidable opponents. They've been doing pretty damn good, and I think they've played a total of 5 matches, which would mean that they've only dropped a single point. So, damn fine play. Anyways, getting into this game here. Like I said previously on the broadcast, this is patch 6.80, which means that there are a lot of new balance changes, and means the draft is going to be a little bit different for both teams here coming out. So, it'll be interesting to see what we get going here. Clockwork taken out by double-click Dota right off the bat.
10 seconds remaining.
We saw Alchemist being banned out earlier in the last game we watched between Mini Boss and Random Mouse Clicks, and you know, I don't think it's a justified ban anymore because Alchemist is pretty damn bad. He got hit with a Nerf bat really hard, to be honest. So you know, he's been having a hard time recently. But anyways, still some of the more relevant beefy offlaners, the Clockwork, the Timbersaw, and the Bristleback, all being taken out right off the bat. So,
10 seconds
you know,
remaining.
definitely deserved bans. I don't feel that really anybody is surprised at those. Visage getting taken out by AFDP, and Alchemist is going to slip through the pool. So, Alchemist does get picked up by double-click Dota. And like I said, I don't know if if he's as good as he was. He's still good, but he's very situational now. You have to have somebody to set his stuff up because it is so much harder for him to hit his stun. He has to charge it way longer, which means that if he gets disabled towards the end of it, it's really, really hard for him to get away with it. It no longer charges while flying in the air, which means that your stuns are always going to be less potent unless you get them down to the maximum time at 0.5 seconds, which is really rough to do. As well, he had a decrease on the maximum amount of time that he had to charge, so it went from, I think, 7 seconds to 5, which means that you now have to drop it within the last 0.5 seconds to get the full stun out of it. On top of that, his night vision range was reduced, so it's a lot harder for him to see, you know, as far as he needs to throw his stun. So like I said, he needs to be set up, and the stun is still really good. At its base, its maximum damage and stun duration were not changed, but it's just so much harder to hit it. So, anyways, there is a stun, and like I said, having a Crystal Maiden or, you know, a Shadow Demon to hold someone down while you charge it up, even somebody that can stall someone up, like a Venomancer who can Gale and just hold somebody back, works really well for the Alchemist. Anyways, Nature's Prophet getting taken up here by AFDP, so looking to play a little bit of Rat Dota. Whether that is their entire team composition or not, we have yet to see. But Death Prophet's still in the pool. She is still a very potent hero. She did get nerfed a slight bit, but I don't think she's been nerfed into unplayability. Shadow Demon also picked up by AFDP as well, so it'll be interesting to see what they combo that with. Morana is taken by DCD, double-click Dota, so it could mean a... I'm thinking, yeah. Well, I mean, the Morana is a great hero to combo up with that Shadow Demon, but now that it has been stolen by DCD, it may not appear. Well, it's not going to appear on AFTP. There's a slight chance that America's finest Dota players will not be picking Morana today. Anyways, getting into the second set of bans here, we've got well, dipping into the reserve time. They're not going to throw that out right away, so I will not be able to make a call on what that ban is because obviously it's not there yet. But they could be looking to ban out the combo with that Shadow Demon. So that could be a lot of things. That could be a Leshrac, that could be a Lena, that could be a who else we got? That could be an Ancient Apparition, Invoker, good ban as well. Sunstrikes on top of that disruption. always a very, very scary thing that you got to worry about. And I do believe AFDP does have an Invoker player on their team that is pretty good. I do recall them playing him in the last game I casted. So, something to look out for. Good ban there by DCD. And Bane taken out by America's Finest Dota players. So they might be looking towards a Nake's pick. They've picked the Shadow Demon for themselves, which means that the Demonic Purge is not available, and the Fiend's Grip is no longer available either. So there is only one hero left that really counters the Nakes, and that would be the Razor.
10 seconds remaining.
So if AFDP ban the Razor here, we're almost certainly looking at a life pickup. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Second ban is going to be the Leshrac, so that, like I said, that combo hero with the Shadow Demon. I don't like the Shadow Demon Leshrac as much as I like the Shadow Demon Lina, but both combinations are very potent and will do a ton of damage. Pugnut banned out by America's Finest Dota players. Odd because they had the Nature's Prophet, so they were probably looking to push a little bit harder than their opponents. But anyways, they get that out so that the counter push cannot commence in any way, shape, or form, unless they choose to pick up like some of those kind of slight pushy heroes, kind of like the Lone Druid, the Death Prophet, like heroes like Weaver, who technically push better than some others, but are not like the top pushing picks.
5 seconds remaining.
Either way, AFTP looking to dip into their reserve time. Actually, no, they save it at the last second. They grab themselves a Kunkka. Ooh, this is going to be fun. They've got the Nature's Prophet, who's probably going to be in the offlane and or jungle, depending on their next few picks. But they've got the Kunkka, who's probably going to be laning with the Shadow Demon. I can see this being a one-position Kunkka, farming up on that safe lane, and Disruption into Torrent is going to be a very deadly combo. Top that off with whoever else you want to, whether that be a Lina, a Lion, an Earthshaker, an Ancient Apparition, a this, that, anything. The pool is completely open to them. Any bit of extra damage and or stun will make this tri-lane incredibly potent, as it already is. Now, this could still be a mid-lane Kunkka. They could do that, but I think this combo is too good for them to be splitting up. Like I said, there's not many carry heroes that combo well with this, and that's definitely one of them. So we'll see what they choose to go with for that, but I have a feeling that Kunkka is going to be playing on one position. They'll continue to pick up another a mid laner, and then another support. Nature's Prophet will head off towards the off lane. At least that's my thinking on this, but I could be wrong. Either way, double-click Dota. Spending a lot of time here getting into their reserve time, pretty deep, deciding what they want to do for their next couple heroes here. The Bane is already gone, so they don't have that option with the Mirana. They also don't have the Shadow Demon Mirana either, so Crystal Maiden might be a really good pick here. It has slipped all the way through the pool, combos well with the Alchemist, and will allow them to hold somebody in place for the Mirana. Wind Ranger is a pickup instead, so opting for that mobile all-purpose hero for the offlane, and I don't blame him. Wind Ranger is a fantastic hero and works well in almost any scenario, so good pickup there. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be a support Mirana. It will probably be heading towards that offlane. Viper picked up now by America's Finest Dota players, so interesting. I'm not sure the justification for the Viper, because in general there's not many heroes here that are really directly countered by him. Viper is beaten by a lot of burst damage and lane sustainability, because you can't poke at him because you'll just die to corrosive skin. You can't just you can't have a range harass, you can't have Ion Shell. Ion Shell is really bad for that, where you just kind of throw a spell and it hits them and you take the damage back. You can't do that. Against the Viper, you have to be a hero with a lot of burst, and then you have to get a gank. Or it doesn't even have to be a gank, but you have to be able to do a lot of damage at once, and you have to be able to outlane him, which is really hard. You gotta have a lot of range. Heroes like OD don't have a really great time against him, but some other heroes, say Storm Spirit is a pretty good example. He does really well. Night Stalker does pretty good against Viper if he gets the chance, like at a nighttime or something. He can be kind of depends. I'm trying to think of what other heroes would counter a Viper, but what the Viper does really here in this situation is it denies the OD pick, and it means that double-click Dota is going to have to go off the menu for something else. Now, they picked the Slardar, and their lineup is looking pretty versatile at the moment. I think what it's going to be is a mid lane Mirana, a offlane Wind Ranger and then a Slardar with the Alchemist. Now, what they need to do is they need to pick themselves up a guaranteed stun, something that will fit and make the Slithering Crush and the Unstable Concoction hit. Because, like I said, Alchemist stun is now very much harder to hit. As well, the Slardar's Slithering Crush is always hard to hit because you got to get into melee range, and it's got a pretty big wind-up time on it as well. So instead, I'm thinking of Vengeful Spirit in this scenario. It's a really good single target stun. It stuns for long enough that they can charge up an Alchemist stun, get the Slardar in there to do whatever he does. And it just combos well with their team. It's more minus armor. It's an aura of damage for a lot of heroes that do a lot of damage. And that swap is always useful. I mean, I think that's probably going to be the pickup. But we will see here. America's Finest Dota players looking to pick up their last hero here. They've got a minute of reserve time that they have yet to use up, and they will grind through this as they look towards picking up what I think will be another support hero. As I said, I think this is going to be a one-position Kunkka. Viper's probably going to head towards that mid lane, Nature's Prophet on the off lane, and one more support to combo with that Shadow Demon Kunkka. And like I said, that support can be anything at this point. They've got a lot of control. They've got, I mean, guaranteed half a health bar of damage out of their abilities, so really any more damage or crowd control will make this lane. I would like to see... Ooh, whoa. Okay, so this changes the whole face of their draft. I think what it's going to be now that I've seen this, I think it's going to be a Jungling Prophet with a Viper on the off lane and then a Puck mid. Now, the Puck and Viper are kind of interchangeable. You could send either of them to the opposite lane. You could send Puck to the off lane or Viper to the mid. We'll have to see what they choose to do in the game. But yeah, I think they're just going to run a dual lane with that Shadow Demon Kunkka. And like I said, they do have a lot between those two heroes, so the last hero is kind of a toss-up. So not throwing a hero there means that you're gaining gold elsewhere on the map, and really benefits that lane altogether. So I definitely think they are at a... They've got a good position. I really, really like their lanes. What it's going to come down to is double-click managing to punish this, because when you see a defensive duo lane like this, it's really easy to punish with good aggression. And what the hell are their picks? I guess Wind Ranger is going to be the other support. Death Prophet's going to go towards that mid lane. Mirana's going to go the off. Interesting. I'm not sure if I like the Death Prophet pick in this scenario. Her Exorcism did take a hit in this last patch. I'll see if I can find the notes on that, because I can't remember off the top of my head what those changes were. Death Prophet. Exorcism cooldown increased from 100 to 115. Silence AoE increased from 350 to 425. So, slight nerf to Exorcism, slight buff to the Silence. So, she's actually still completely viable. I thought she took a much harder nerf than she did, but that was not the case. Anyways, getting into this game here. We've got Ginge heading to that, playing on that Viper down on the safe lane. Oh, what the hell? Okay, so Viper's just going in the tri lane then. Is he going to be the farmer? Is this a support Kunkka? Is this a support Kunkka? What? Okay, this is awesome. This guy's... Alright. I'm digging it. I kind of had a hunch, but I've never seen anybody do it before, so I never said it. I didn't say anything. But they're just going to be using the Shadow Demon and the Kunkka simply for that Disruption Torrent combo, and then Viper's going to be farming and doing the rest of the damage for him. So, very interesting tri-lane. I'd love to see how this plays out here. Anyways, Mirana up on this off lane, throws down a ward off to the brush, so she's going to be safe down on this lane. Anyways, we've got Port Gas D-Ace. Gonna be playing on that Shadow Demon. Buko gonna be playing on the Kunkka. Ginge up on the Viper. On that off lane. Oh, actually, I should finish this team first. Bidman gonna be playing on the Puck. And off on the off lane, we've got KJ. Invisibility. My first and middle initial. Tupat gonna be playing on that Wind Ranger. Up in the top lane, Wind Pulse gonna be playing on the Slardar. We've got Kazuki gonna be playing on the Death Prophet. And on this Invisible Alchemist, we've got Singe. I'll get to Mirana in a moment, because this lane could heat up here in just a mere second. Death Prophet had started with Crypt Swarm, so they've got a lot of damage when that stun does come out. But, oh man, he phase shifted his way right off the bat, but that was a short stun. Look at that. Just not even half a second, and he manages to walk away from that. So that is the nerf to Alchemist stun in full effect right there, because that stun would have been a second, maybe two, if this was, 6.79, but it is not. Wait. Oh, that was a deny. I was like, why is Cooker taking last hits now? What the hell? Anyways, yeah, so last player that I failed to introduce, Crapu, going to be playing on the Mirana in the off lane, sneaking up here, trying to see what she can get for experience, but, you know, she's doing what she can. Wind Ranger coming down here to see if she can push Prophet away, and she will. He attacks back, actually shows her off, but Prophet still has to be careful, because good shackle shot could end his life at this stage of the game. We see a pull, a stacked pull, getting picked up here by the Alchemist, so he'll be getting himself a little bit of gold, keeping that lane pulled back. And this Puck versus Death Prophet lane is going to be interesting. Puck's had a little bit of a disadvantage right off the bat just because of the extra damage he took, but I think he's sitting good for matchup sake. But if he keeps screwing up his phase shifts like this, it's going to be a huge problem. Almost died there to a single auto attack thrown out by the Death Prophet. But yeah, I mean, if Prophet can continue to pull out those phase shifts, then he'll win this lane for sure. But Puck's gonna have, if Puck is right on the ball, always got his finger on E, he should be able to phase shift the Crypt Swarms and be completely fine. But I mean, like I said, this is gonna be an interesting lane to watch. I think it's been quite a while before since I've seen a Death Prophet Puck. But anyways, DP gonna find herself a haste rune right off the bat, fills up her bottle, and she'll be in command of this lane for quite a while. Down on the bottom lane, just got people farming up. Let's take a peek at the last hits. Oh, smoke gank. Never mind. We'll watch the smoke gank and then we'll take a peek at the last hits. The overlay is up so you can check it out yourself, but I will comment on it in a second. And let's watch this. Shadow Demon should be leading this off. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Shadow Demon gonna head up. Death Prophet skirting a little bit to the right. If he gets caught out by this disruption, it could be really bad. They're being really tentative about this, but second Death Prophet gets up a little bit too far. They're going to go for this. We got a Prophet TPing in for this as well, so he's ready to go. There they are. Haste Rune gets popped off, and Prophet not in position, doesn't even have Sprout to block her off, so Death Prophet gets the hell out, and that smoke gank is averted. That was pretty good reaction time there. Anyways, Viper actually gets himself a little bit too deep underneath that tower. Does a lot of damage to the Mirana, but both forced to use their salves now. And dropping down pretty low, but not a big deal. Anyways, back to the last hits, as I was saying earlier. Slardar and the Viper, both carriers for the respective teams, tied on CS. Slardar just grabbed an extra one there, so he is 18-9. Viper 17-7. Puck doing pretty damn good on the mid lane, better than I thought at 19-4 now. And the Death Prophet only at 12-0, so I thought Death Prophet was doing a little bit better, but not the case here. Prophet looks like he's retired to jungling now. Doesn't think that off lane is worth it, and I would agree. They're pulling it so well that really he's not getting anything done there. So the lane's not going to push. His tower's not in danger, so he's just going to go jungle, grab himself a little bit of extra gold, and why the hell not? So in this top lane here, we get well, there's a ping out on somebody. Somebody's pinging something. I don't know. Whatever, man. Puck gonna find herself a regen rune, and Kunk gonna guard that for her. So now Bidman looking like he's got a bit of a better spot in this lane. He's feeling a little bit better than he was earlier when he was eating all those Crypt Swarms, and now got himself a regen rune. Death Prophet forced to Bottle Crow means that she's gonna have a bit of a hard time here. Still sitting about 4 CS below that Puck after Puck has left to get the rune. So decent stuff here. Kunkka spotted out, not able to get the gank he wanted, and Death Prophet forced back away once again, but will be fine. Viper farming up pretty decently down here. He's second on the CS, just behind that Slardar, harassing that Mirana out whenever she comes up, and oh man, that is such a pain in the ass. But, Nether Toxin, Poison Attack. Poison Attack with Nether Toxin. Just obnoxious as all hell. This Prophet. Oh, Jesus! What? What the? What? 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 How? What?
Radiant's top tower
I guess
is under
he
attack.
just silenced and killed him? What? How was Puck that low with the regen rune that he... What? Alright. Alright, first blood goes to Death Prophet then. Cool, man. That's nuts. That was the last place I expected first blood to happen. I mean, at that point, I mean, Puck was getting herself pretty low, but I don't know. That's crazy, man. Second first blood I've missed tonight, and I feel bad. I was keeping an eye out for it too, because I really didn't want to miss it, and just suddenly out of nowhere, Puck dies. Oh well. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Puck farming up this mid lane, still doing pretty damn good for herself, but Death Prophet looking for a rune, not gonna find it, it's down on the bottom side, and Puck will get that for sure. Arrow flies out, gonna miss it on that Shadow Demon, that ward. Not paying for itself quite yet. I mean, it's kept her alive so far, but that is about all. I mean, keeping you alive is a pretty big thing, it's not just that is all, but you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Your Wind Ranger just farming up that pull. Got herself 7 CS. She's actually doing better than her own offlaner, who has more levels, but still not doing fantastic on the CS. There's pings coming out on this bottom lane, so they know they are there. Alchemist gonna take off, and Mirana gonna stick right underneath her tower. Big fight coming out. Boom! There it goes. So Illusion Rune and Dream Coil goes down, and Death Prophet can't run from that. She gets blown up on that mid lane and falls to the Puck. So 1-1 the kill score. Both mid laners exchanging kills, and that will be it for now. But you know, more action always to come. On the top lane, Furion returning to defend his tower a little bit. Does not have enough mana for treants. He does now, but that will mean he won't be able to teleport or sprout if he gets himself in trouble. So might not want to pull that one off. But clearing out this wave, like I said, he was farming up the jungle, just going to come back up and make sure that his tower's not going to fall. And once he's assured himself that, he's probably going to take back off to the jungle. Buys himself a Midas recipe, and he has about 300 gold off of that full Midas. Looking for that Puck now. They throw in the crypts for him. Puck throws out an illusory orb, and this stun's not going to hit in a million years. There it goes, phase shift dropped, and that is it. Torrent goes out, it's going to miss, and no blood being spilled in the mid lane quite yet. Looked like it was for just a second there, but that is not the case. What's getting delivered to Death Prophet here? She gets herself her bottle back, so she's been bottle crowing. Has got herself a little bit of mana. She's doing alright. She's doing alright. Down to the bottom lane, we got pings coming out for asking for support on this bottom tower. Trying to finish that Viper off. Viper's just going for it. Oh man, he's looking. Oh, arrow hits on him. He's underneath the tower, and Mirana leaps himself away, so she's going to be safe. But a lot of tower damage being taken by that Viper, and we got two supports coming in here, looking for this kill on the Viper. Gonna chase him down. Shackle Shot goes, will not latch to anything. The stun goes out, catches him in the trees, and one more auto attack will finish him off. Mirana drops, or Mirana just kills the Viper. Mirana gets the kill. Looking for that Coco. Oh my God! Wind Ranger just manages to pick off the Shadow Demon. Things not looking good for America's finest Dota players right now. Hunting down that Kunkka's looking for him. Shackle Shot flies, will not latch. They're looking for it, they're looking for it. Mirana leaps in, does not have an arrow for 2 seconds. Kunkka gonna try to deny himself the creeps, or just hide in the trees. Cryptstorm does manage to pick him off. Puck comes in looking for a kill, but gets herself stunned up. Silence goes out, she doesn't have anything but auto attack. She does manage to finish off the Mirana with just that, but Shackle Shot goes out and she does die as well. Oh my God, what a bloody battle. Wind Ranger trying to run herself away, but she's got no mana for Wind Run. She gets finished off. Viper kills her. 3-2-5 is the kill score after that long drawn-out engagement there. Looks like Double Click Dota actually came out on top of that, though. They pick themselves up some crucial kills, nailing down that Viper, getting off the Puck as well. And things looking good for him. Things looking good. I think, like I said, they were lower on the standings, and therefore the underdog coming into this. But both teams are very fantastic. I've casted them both before, and very strong teams. Very strong teams. Oh my God, Mirana catches an arrow onto that Shadow Demon, knocking a Starfall, and might have costed a kill. I don't know. I think if she got a lucky second drop on the Starfall, she might have actually killed him. But who knows, man? That stuff happened in an alternate universe, and we have no record of it. Mirana ulties. This Viper looking to be toast. Walking right into the trees with a Shackle Shot waiting. Gets shackled to a tree. They're looking for him. Power Shot goes out. Stun goes out. Alchemist stun comes in. Boom. He is gone, and the kill will go to the Wind Ranger. Viper drops 6-3 is your kill score here. Just past 10 minutes into the game. Kunkka getting pinged out. They know he's there. Puck grabs herself a haste rune, so ready to fight. Got that Dream Coil up. Got a couple of extra points in the silence. He's looking for this Kunkka now. They want to catch him. The Shackle gonna fly, does not latch. He's just a little bit too far away from the trees. And 3 stuns flying out, only one of them hitting. And just not enough damage, or not enough control to knock him down. And that's it. We got the 2 supports here. Shadow Poison getting thrown out, knocking down this wave a little bit as they defend this tower. and no pressure's going to come out. We got a smoke gang coming out here from the Alchemist and the Wind Ranger. They're going to look to head towards that mid lane and hopefully pick themselves up a kill on that puck, but it's going to have to be spot on. Anyways, Death Prophet actually getting ganked at the same time. Prophet comes in, puck gets herself out, drops that Dream Coil, looking for the kill. Alchemist stuns himself. Oh no! Death Prophet going to walk to the edge of that leash. Gets away! Both heroes dropping. What a play there. Oh my god. Just barely surviving that. Puck and Furion had her number for sure, but the silence prevented Puck from finishing her off. Alchemist actually stunned himself, and they still made it out of that. So, incredible play. Actually some missed play, but incredible play to balance it out and make sure that Death Prophet gets out alive. 2 more kills go in the way of Double Click Dota, and they are doing themselves damn good. Now, we are still waiting for the Slardar to come online. His team's been getting an advantage, but he's already got himself a Blink Dagger, 69 CS, and Power Treads and Blink Dagger to his name. So he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in a few moments once, well, not in a few moments, but a couple minutes when he starts roaming the map. Got a nice X-Torrent. They're going in on this Mirana now, looking for him, chasing him down. There is no Dream Coil available, but Slardar comes in, finishes off the Shadow Demon, no problem. Arrow flies out, misses everything. Slardar cuts himself through the trees with that Quelling Blade, and this might be disengaged. No, he gets the Slithering Crush on the Puck. We're going to see if there's a stun to follow it up. Not quite. Puck phase shifts, looking to run away from this, but she does drop. So 1 kill going the way of Mirana. And they are still looking for the Furion. They catch him. Couple auto attacks go down, shackle through tree, and 3 more kills down. Double Click Dota running away with this very quickly and very harshly. AFDP, they have the lineup to come back. They've got the farming lineup they need, but jeez, they are just eating it right now. Taking a lot of bad engagements, and I mean we see this happen a lot. Team will, you know, they'll lose some engagements really close. Like that Death Prophet in the mid, she was so close to dead. She was almost there. 1 more hit would have finished her off. And so you have a couple of those engagements in a row, and you lose every single one of them. But just because they're so close, it feels like, all right, we're still in this, we can get it. But every single one of those engagements that you get into decreases your chance of winning the next. Because, you know, obviously you get knocked down a little bit too hard, and you start losing gold while your enemies grab it, and those engagements just come further and further apart, but you keep taking them because you just feel like you're so close to grabbing it. And you know, we see that happen a lot in these amateur league games, and that's something that the pros have nailed really well, is the fact that they that late phase shift, because they know when they're at a disadvantage, no matter how close it feels. You know, it's something you got to keep an eye out for, and it can really cost you games. But anyways, Moonlight Shadow goes out trying to save this Alchemist. He pops off his ulti, so he's going to have regen. They do drop a Sentry Ward looking for him. Oh my god. 3 ultimates being thrown out. Maybe they'll grab themselves a courier here. They're looking for it. 1 more auto attack. They do manage to catch that courier. So 1 kill on a courier. That's a lot of gold going their way. So a lot of ultimates being used for it. But hell, if it worked, it worked. Pushing in on the tier 1 tower now. They're going to get this for sure. Might trade it for a tier 1. Depends on how the teleports turn out to be. Just a moment. We will have to see. Top tower falls, and are they going to defend mid? They drop 4-5, but there's no TPs coming in. They just stall it up, looking to push in towards the tier 2. They're saying, hell, we'll just trade it. But I don't think this is the trade they're going to be able to make. Actually, Slardar has a TP, Mirana does not. But, I mean, just the Slardar with the Wind Ranger there is going to be enough to hold us off. They're not getting the tower. Creep Wave is gone. They retreat, and it's probably a bad trade. I would have definitely called my team to TP mid there. You're never gonna get the tier 2, and tier 1's still out of luck. Oh man, Slardar blinks in here, finds himself a Shadow Demon, and Shackle Shot comes out. He disrupts himself long enough for Kunkka to get a torrent off, but oh my god, nope. Wind Ranger finishes him off. Arrow comes out, almost catches the Kunkka, but they know where he is with the vision from that. He throws a boat in, not gonna do anything but give him the rum buff, and really not going to matter at this point. He drops, and Mirana grabs that kill. She is 4-1-3 and doing pretty damn good for that offlane Mirana that had no CS. Smoke popped off instantly. We're going to see where they're going to go with that. I don't know if they'll manage to catch the Puck unless Puck walks right into it. No, she's heading back towards the mid. Maybe this is a Roche. This could be a Roche. Oh, the smoke is popped off by the Puck, though. They're looking for him. Phase shift is used, and will the stun go out? No, Alchemist is going to stun himself. They do get the Slithering Crush though. Shackle Shot goes down and Arrow hits. Marana picks herself up another kill. 4 to 15 the kill score now. Double Click Dota running away with this game, and like I said, they need this. These are the points that they really want, and AFDP sitting right on top of the division. It would be fantastic to have that win under your belt. Now looking towards Roche. They throw out the Shackle to break that Linken's, and with that amplified damage, oh man, Roche is going to melt so quickly. Negative 16 armor. That is a lot of extra damage. Does it actually stay on the tooltip? No, can't get a tooltip for that. Unfortunate. Death Prophet. Jumping up to that mid lane. Did she actually get a tower there, or well, I wasn't paying attention? Yeah, Death Prophet got herself a tier 1 tower. Fancy schmancy. Anyways, Roshan goes down to all these stuns. Aegis, the Immortal, now up on Slardar. So he's doing really damn good right now. Sells his Stout Shield. Probably gonna sell his Quelling Blade in a moment. What's he doing, man? Just flopping around like a fish. And he just TP's home. I was expecting him to grab a Hyperstone for an Assault Cuirass or something, but that is not the case here. Looking at the last hits, the Death Prophet, who was about 20 behind earlier, is now right at the top of the charts, 108, and Crypt Swarm. Well, I mean, that's what it does. Crypt Swarm gives you all the kills. 88, the CS following her with that is on the Viper. Slardar has fallen behind as he started to brawl, but the kills that he has gotten for his team have more than made up for that. 75 on the Furion, who's been farming up with his ulti and that Hand of Midas. Looks like he's going towards a Necronomicon so he can get that split push on, and that might be AFDP's only hope right now. Double Click Dota really has to function as a 5 to make their lineups work, and you've seen that in these last couple ganks. There's been 4 or more heroes at every single engagement they've been in, and that hasn't been the same for AFDP. They've kind of been getting picked off and just jumping in when the other person needs it, and that's led to a lot of strings of kills. So not fantastic play, but now that they're getting into that late game and Puck is getting a little bit more evasive, and Viper's going to start getting himself a little more tanky with that Aghanim Scepter, and Furion can just split push. It's going to get a lot easier for AFDP to stall out this game and bring it to the late game, where I think they do win. There's a pretty nasty team on Double Click Dota, but actually, yeah, it depends. It really does. Anyway, Slithering Crush going out on 2. Slardar is just bashing away, looking for that puck, but gets the Illusory Orb off and will jump away. Shadow Purge goes out on that, the Slardar, and they turn it around. They get a kill on Kunkka. Meanwhile, down on the bottom lane, the Nature's Prophet did drop to the 3 heroes from Double Click Dota. So, anyways, Viper pops off that ultimate, as he can see with that Sentry Ward, but it doesn't matter. Gets himself smashed down, and the kill taken by the Drow Ranger, or the Drow Ranger, the Death Prophet. Anyways, Dream Coil goes out on this Marana, looking to finish her off now. Dream Coil goes out, and not going to be able to finish that off, so a wasted ultimate, and she's going to have to retreat, and Arrow eaten by the Kunkka, who just TP's in. Man, he's really low. He's got the edges. He don't care. He don't care. 4 to 18, your kill score here. 19 minutes into the game, and like I said, Double Click Dota running away with it. Let's take a peek at the grass. We haven't had a chance to yet. The game is kind of a frenzy here, but anyways, you can see, like I said, it was pretty even back and forth, and then this is where all these kills started happening. Dipped straight down to about the 4K mark in favor of Double Click Dota. Now, if we look towards the EXP, way more. As I said, they've been fighting as a unit. They've been moving together, and every single player has been involved in every single kill, which means that 12,000 gold or 12,000 EXP is the advantage for Double Click Dota. So that is very telling of the circumstance right now. They're they're running away with the levels, and they have a lot of really level dependent heroes. Slardar, maybe not so much. Death Prophet, definitely. Wind Ranger, always fantastic with levels, especially now with that new Focus Fire. It's going to help a lot more in pushing down towers and killing people. Alchemist, of course, he gets a lot from his levels, allows him to get Greevil's Greed, which gives him a lot more gold. And Marana, she's already got all the levels she needs between her Q and her W, but any more is always fantastic. Double damage room, now picked up by the Puck, makes himself away, and This is another nice change in 6.8. There is no mana cost on Blink Dagger anymore, so a lot of heroes can be a lot more liberal with their uses of it, as well as their mana pool in general. Heroes like Batrider were having struggles with that previously, Magnus, but now we're seeing a stage in the meta where that is not something they have to worry about. Necronomicon 3 built up on that Death Prophet and being used to push down this tier 1 tower now. So she's actually being a better Nature's Prophet than Nature's Prophet is right now. Big engagement goes out here. The Disruption goes out onto the Wind Ranger, and she gets herself caught out by a flurry of abilities. But oh my god, what a Slithering Crush. Catches 4, trying to beat some people down here. Gets a couple kills for himself. Actually, one goes to the Death Prophet, the other goes to Mirana. Finishes off another kill on that Viper. He is down, 3 heroes down, Wind Ranger, the only person on double click Dota to fall. Oh man, that would have been beautiful if he had Johnson to that, but it doesn't matter. He sticks around and gets killed by the Alchemist, the Death Prophet. So 4 heroes down for 1, and AFDP just not finding a break in this game. They just cannot catch a break. As I said, I mean, they got a really good jump on a hero, they blew her up super quick, and then the team just turned around and said, no thank you. Arrow comes in, catches out that Nature's Prophet, he is toast, and the kill goes to Mirana. Holy hell, she is 8-1-6. Now has a Yasha Power Treads, and probably looking towards a Manta style. She's only a handful of gold off of that, I think about 300 at this point. So really taking off. Age is going to be reclaimed in about 30 seconds here, but thanks to its new iteration, it will now regen the Slaughter to full once that happens, so he is in no worry right here. Anyways, Illusory Orb flying out, pulling off that creep wave a little bit, and it will be pulled away from the tower for now. But with more heroes here and another big creep wave coming, this tower could fall. Anyways, Slardar's Age is going to be reclaimed in 1 second here, and it does starts to get that health regen off, and there he goes. Invis rune being found down at the bottom, and we are looking at another 2 minutes before Roshan starts displays his randomized timer here. Prophet being really careful with how he pushes now. Like I said, he's got his treants here, and he's just hiding in the trees, waiting to get away. I mean, he knows that the other team's on the hunt for him, and they don't really have the ward coverage to tell him where they are, so he's got to be really careful with where he goes and what he does. Slardar looking for trouble, man. Looking for it. Puck's coming in around the corner. Is he going to see him? It's spotted. Both heroes know they're there. Slardar turns himself around, and Puck blinks out too quickly. Oh, silence goes out on Slardar. Maybe. No, nothing. Nothing gonna happen. Disengagement there. Arrow flies out, gonna miss everybody, and Exorcism being dropped. This tower is gone, though. There is not even a fortify. So there it goes. Tier 2 tower in the mid lane drops, and double click Dota 2, picking themselves up a handful more gold to do with as they please. 5-23 is your kill score here at 23 minutes and 26 seconds. Buko throws out a pause, asks for a second. Not sure what's going on. Maybe some lag or something. Who knows? Do we have oh. We have ping for all the players. Yeah, it's looking a little high for everybody right now. We're playing on US East, so that is usually a pretty stable server. Not sure. Anyways, go is called, and yeah, no real explanation given, but who knows? Maybe his cat fell off his desk or something. I don't know. Whatever. Pushing into the tier 3 tower now. Exorcism is now off, so she will not have that. Gets the heal up as all the spirits return. Boat catches on the Alchemist, but he pops off that ultimate. Will begin regenerating right away. Big team fight coming out. Good silence by the Puck, and he's going to drop the Dream Coil, but she's got to get out now. She's got nothing left to offer this team fight. Nature's Prophet, the first to fall in this fight. Now going on to the Cookie. He will fall second. He is down. Everybody is low right now. Arrow catches the Shadow Demon. He falls. Shackle catches onto the Viper right now. And 4 heroes down for none. This is a complete wipe at this point, and AFDP might even be tempted to surrender at this point. I mean, they are having a really, really tough time.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dance towards this tier 2 tower, and there's not much he can do right now. Dodges the Shackle, gets out the Illusory Orb, and dodges the Power Shot, so kind of cheeky play there, but I mean, all the while, his mid tier 3 is taking damage.
Under attack.
Wind Ranger, a damn wealthy support. Now has herself a Force Staff and a Mechanism. as well as those phase boots. So she's been doing it really good. 4, 2, and 11. Death Prophet grabs herself a haste rune, and they're going to be looking towards the Roche, which is now up. So got a Roshan. We've got a relatively built support alchemist. Slardar sitting on track for his Black King Bar. Does not have it quite yet, unless it's on the courier. Nope. Yeah, Slardar missing about 1,500 gold for that. Marana, just on a tear, has got herself a Mantis style. We'll probably see her going towards a Desolator next. It's the usual Marana build, unless she chooses she wants, or unless she decides that she wants something greater. We will see in just a moment, though. Roche is going to be the target, and arrow flies out. They know it's there. Are they even going to do it? I think they want to secure themselves a kill or two before they go. But anyways, going into this Nature's Prophet, he is dropping really quickly, but Slardar actually taking a lot of damage himself, but he gets out of that with a handful of kill. Godlike streak now, and Slardar actually falls. He, actually wait, who had the godlike streak? Marana. Oh, Marana got another kill. Dude, everybody on her team has been doing all the damage, and she just comes in and picks up the last hit. This is ridiculous. Anyways, good sword poke, but the bow is actually going to miss. Never mind. Death Prophet taking a lot of damage. Might drop here in just a moment. Yes, she does. 1,200 gold going the way of that Viper. That is huge. Alchemist stuns himself. They're looking for it now. They're pinging out on him, but no one has damage, and oh my god, Necro Creeps pick off the Kunkka. So 3 for 2 engagement. Marana actually dropped as well. Oh no, Marana was the 1,200 gold. Death Prophet was only 200. For some reason, I thought Death Prophet was on a spree as well. But no, 3 heroes dropping, and 3 very crucial heroes, actually. Everybody but the supports have dropped here, and only the support and the offlaner for AFDP trading in that. So that's a step in the right direction, but oh man. Viper looking for this kill. Mechanism and ulti, not enough to save him. Prophet TP is in now. They're looking for another kill, and they might actually turn this into a full wipe. Slardar is up now, so not all of them will be dead at the same time, but this would be a wipe nonetheless. Sure enough, it is. Ginge grabs himself a mega kill streak. Is now 7-5-1, sitting on that Aghanim Scepter, and this game is just hasn't had an interesting development. AFDP looking pretty strong in that fight. However, like I said, they're still got a mountain to climb. Still got a mountain to climb. 7,500 gold in favor of Double Click Dota 2, and in the EXP graph, about 15,000 EXP in favor of DCD. Anyways, Arrow catches onto this Viper here. He gets force staffed away from the Slithering Crush, but it doesn't matter. Puck gets finished off right there, and Prophet probably not going to make it out of this one alive. Trees himself in. Oh, actually, that was so close. He's going to TP now. No stuns available. Oh, the Slithering Crush hits. Bone flies in. Going to catch a Death Prophet, but not going to do anything here. Prophet is dead for sure. Where is that Puck? Did she escape? No, Puck died. Oh, she was way the hell up here. I thought she was on the other side of the river. I was just seeing her health bar up here. It was really low. But, anyways. Now Death Prophet soloing Roche herself with the Exorcism up. I didn't actually know Exorcism would hit Roche. I guess I don't see why not. Why it wouldn't, but I don't think I've ever seen a Death Prophet use it for that. Anyways. With, oh my god, Medallion plus the Exorcism Spirit, so huge. I mean, that actually makes me want to consider buying a Medallion on Death Prophet in the first place, because that's actually, oh my god, that's ridiculous damage. I mean, Exorcism is all physical, which is why it hits towers, so, and it goes through Black King Bar. He's up on the top lane. Viper trying to farm himself up now, got a BKB and that Aghanim, so faring himself pretty well now. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, but like I said, I think the only hope for AFDP is really good Rat Dota right now, because, I mean, that is about all they can afford to do. I mean, they won that fight there, but I still don't think they can take a 5-on-5, especially not with this Prophet. Prophet having built for the split push as well. I mean, he's got an Necronomicon. That doesn't contribute to team fights all that much. I mean, he's got a headdress. I'm not even sure what he's doing with that. Is there not a mech on his team already? Shadow Demon might have it by now. No, he goes for a 4-staff right off the bat. No, what the hell is Prophet doing in here, man? You don't TP into the enemy jungle when you're this far behind. Dude, he's gonna get smoked. Trees himself in, but it don't matter. Power shot goes through, shackle shot goes out, and trees, and there he goes. That was just not a smart play in any regard whatsoever. He should not have been there. Not in a million years. You gotta push your lanes out, man. You gotta be able to get some actual Rat Dota going on. Like I said, get up to those side lanes as the enemy pushes and just Necro knock down those towers, but not doing it. Decided to go for a solo gank on the enemy in the middle of his own jungle, and that just doesn't work out for him. Death Prophet sitting on 185 last hits. Sight the Vice, Necronomicon, and Aegis to her name, and now looking to pressure in towards this mid-tier 3. Team's backing up behind her. She's got 4 people behind her with the Marana trailing pretty far behind, still across the river. Prophet needs to be split pushing right now, down on that bottom lane. And the fight, I mean, he's dead, but in a couple seconds, that's where he needs to TP. Big boat hits on this Death Prophet, and the disruption goes out. I think that was a pretty bad disruption, probably saved her. But the ulti goes out on Death Prophet, will drop her in just a second, but she's still got that Aegis. Arrow flies, gonna catch Canuck on his way out. He's probably gonna drop in just a moment there. Yes, he does. 3 heroes down. Viper buys back instantly, wanting to get back into this fight. Puck gets yourself a little deep in, but blinks back out after that phase shift. Viper going for it yet again, pops out that ulti on the Death Prophet. Slithering Crush catches out the Puck, but not the Viper. And 4 heroes down. Viper the only person left standing, and he's going to have a hard time defending this. These racks are going down, and GG is called by Bitman of America's finest Dota players. So this looks like it is GG. See the Agent pop in just a second here, and there we go. What a game. Very well played by both teams in the early game, but DCD just taking advantage of it, taking those ganks and playing as 5, making sure every single engagement went their way and just taking control of the game from there. So really great game there. We will be up for game number 2 next. I'm going to pop into a lobby. We'll be a couple moments, but thank you guys everybody for watching, and we'll see you in just a couple moments. The next lobby is going to go up in just a moment, so don't go anywhere. Maybe grab yourself a glass of water, get right back here, and we will be in it for game number 2 of America's Finest Dota Players versus Double Click Dota.